following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
It doesn't go, any stuff that's coming back down doesn't go all the way up to the thing and come down. There is like a water...
A secondary station?
Yeah, that splits it off.
Okay.
Because they don't need it. They don't need water that's just going to get dirty again from being blasted through mining drills to go through purification and made drinkable and all that. That's... What other weaknesses could you find? Are you looking for specific just electrical weaknesses or any weaknesses whatsoever?
I use repair, so I could also identify structural weaknesses.
If you're reading this correctly... Actually, wait a minute, let's see. You might have to make another roll for this. I'm just trying to think what the best skill would be. Do you have physics or...
Yes.
Your physics roll that...
What was the ore, in case I have that one better?
I'm going to give away too much.
I'll just roll it.
Physics is probably the best thing. Because I'm struggling to actually think of what would be the best.
25.
Yeah. If you're reading all of this correctly, there are some areas that, some holes in the caverns and stuff that they've made, that if they were blasted outwards a little bit more with shaped charges to go in a certain direction, you could blast holes right under where the big tracks are on one of the sides.
The whole machine.
And it might bring the whole thing, it might, yeah.
That's a lot of damage.
It's not that much. It's a lot of result for not much damage.
Drop a whole city into the ground a bit.
Sure, with all those chemicals, you could also make it not habitable.
Well, also, like, you've got the manifest. You know there's more explosive stuff and explosive powder elsewhere you could just get. You can just walk into and get.
Just go and grab it.
No, because you can. I have the whole network and the security network. It's my fucking bitch!
Especially if we don't abuse it too much early on, we can just do a big thing at the end.
We can just get it.
You're not staying here 3 months so you can get your promotion.
We were going to screw over Vrax by being the best employees and then just leaving.
It was very wise of us to know that winter uniforms would be needed.
It's okay, it's gone.
Okay, alright.
There are some places that you could cause electrical issues, but you don't think it would
Be catastrophic.
no, or at the most it would cut off access to the surface or hinder it, but it wouldn't actually do that much actual damage.
So it'd be more like using that as a distraction to get people out of areas that you want to go into elsewhere.
Possibly, but the problem would be with them, it's like you would end up trapping a bunch of people down here and things like that. It's whether you want to do that.
It's a primarily vulture workforce, isn't it?
No, it's all kinds of species.
I was going to say, that's not a loss. Never mind that.
Fuck those guys.
So I've got no problem bringing this place down, just let everyone off it first.
Too bad.
I think we can get everyone off it, but we might be able to disable it without actually completely annihilating it.
We can just destroy key areas.
Well, I mean, based on the whole MechWarrior thing, we kill the gyro or the engine, this place is fucked.
I've got some bad news for you. People of this universe know how to make a gyro. Not that hard. Brendan can go into the garage and make one right now. Cerberus invented gyros, as you know.
No!
Well, let's see what the computer stuff brings up then. The natural 20.
Where's the super weapon?
There is no super weapon.
Knew it. Kind of disappointed though. So, like, what are they actually primarily looking for here?
It really is just a mining operation.
Oh, wow.
Like it's
Profitable enough.
it's basically mostly like pretty much legit. Like there's not really much here that's
Yeah,
criminal.
but it's being used for illegitimate though, so it's fine. We still got to hurt Rex, so it's gonna go.
Yeah, pretty much just mining the things you basically found in the system that it was working on. It is producing.
Actually,
Mining.
we need to drop this place before one of the other companies invests in it, because that's when he gets his money back. At the moment, he's in cash negative for this building.
Right. So the computer controls for this area, is it possible for me to be able to sort of turn the machines against themselves, like
You can't control the machines here. They're generally controlled individual. They're not hooked into the network. They're controlled.
So no Skynet.
Yeah, they're piloted by either people or controlled
Oh, okay.
like directly.
Right on then. This is anything you want me to look for? I don't see there's anything too useful down here.
You could hinder the one thing I suppose you could hinder is the ability for materials to get back to the surface.
It's kind of what I meant, sort of like gash them against, like make one part work in one direction, another part work in another, to just basically destroy that whole process.
It'd be more the things that actually physically take the
Because
items
we don't necessarily need to catastrophically annihilate the place, but we just need to make it not function enough that it dissuades investors.
You're just really curious to know what the fuck Casalis is after.
He's insane.
He has orders from the council. It's like,
So do I.
yeah, but no, you don't.
You don't know that.
I do know that.
If you tell him that they're onto him, then it pretty much forces him into a situation if he has to look at all of his
Yep.
orders.
Yep, that's the plan. Gotta find it first, though.
Yeah, and then hopefully get us in to help him because he doesn't have a lot of time.
I mean, there's got to be something here. There can't be nothing. The super weapon, no, but like, there's at least the thing.
Well, there is weapons manufacturing.
Yeah, that's
and
about
they
it.
could be illegal weapons.
Well, I mean, you're gonna sneak into there later and
Could
steal
be.
all the weapons for us. And then we could plant the things in there and blow up the secret weapons lab.
And steal the ship and leave.
It's a full rich day. But anyways, is there anything else while I'm here with this computer and she's titsing away? Is there anything else you want me to look for? Because like this just looks like a mine,
It does just look like a mine. I think
and
it
so
is.
we're wasting our time. I mean, we've got sabotage options. That's good, especially one that can just drop the city and not necessarily kill a ton of people. Because I want remote triggering of the emergency evacuation alarm that will be built into this computer.
There is an emergency evacuation
Yeah.
alarm, yes.
That's the one we want.
I can activate that remotely now. And just to make sure, they're staring at our tits. Just in case. Just in case.
You do realise the limitation on distance on those.
Yeah, I do. But I also realised that might be possible for me to access this network from another network as maybe chain it. But I could also just give the activation code to some rando and say, hey, go activate this down there. Might work. Just in case we want to drop the place. Like, if we're coming down, we'll be coming down to place explosives anyway, so I can just go, like, activate and everyone run away. And then Tiala can get her Paragon point for saving lives, and we get to drop a whole fucking city.
Yeah.
That's
Everyone
an
wins.
achievement. I guarantee you can receive up to a 1 credit bonus.
We're not being paid to do this job.
Yes, we are.
Once we find something profitable out of it. I mean, we've made at least 5,000
I'm
credits.
billing him. Good thing you made all that money.
So I'm billing Thralia in the future.
Oh, incidentally, Tiala, you need to add 1,400 credits to the party fund, because I didn't take any of it.
Oh, another 5,000 then. So, yeah, but-
While you're at it, you might as well take 400 out for your rent this week.
Fair enough. Just while you're doing the math, so just add 1,000 and his 5,000, so 6,000. Pay rent on the place where I'm currently
I mean, those
Well, that stuff's there, sure, but
yeah. Well, it's cheaper than replacing the mines at the door, and I suppose the guys who would get blown up by them.
Discovering them, yeah.
I can be hardly held responsible for incautious home invaders.
Suppose you guys haven't just bought the place out,
was that?
so you don't have to pay rent.
Map down, map down.
There we go.
Yeah. Anything
Right, where's our
else?
next stop?
We can kind of...
There's one more stop you haven't been before the surface, and that's the materials processing and
Yeah,
transmission.
and then ask all the right questions.
All the right questions.
Yep. Because I know virtually nothing about mining, so everything looks normal to me.
It didn't really work in
I
asteroid
know,
mining.
but I didn't!
Yeah, but then you just get to roll.
He just blew things up, and then everybody else gathered them.
Yeah. I blew the stuff up, and they gathered it up, and I wore the boss hat.
If we made something like this as a spaceship, then all we'd have to do is blow up the planet, then we could just vacuum it up out of space. You've literally just described asteroid mining.
This
On a much larger scale.
Zalo just puts a shaped mining charge on the planet. You go into space, and then he presses the button, and the whole planet.
I thought you were just going to say that you don't even see the small explosion. It's just there. He's like, oh yeah.
And then the planet Death Star blows up,
Yeah,
leaving
yeah.
nothing behind.
Yeah.
Well, until some hack 20 years later makes another film when there's giant chunks of it left behind.
We need to go to processing. I'll let you know if we've got it sorted. And then
Good luck. We're all counting on you.
Now it is airplane.
up another floor.
Yeah.
What's this?
The extra numbers.
You go up a level. Exit. Drives as you drive out.
Cue the rapid hunt for the foreman.
Yeah. It's everything's signposted, so it doesn't take long to find them. You're there.
Run over in a huff. Orders. Urgent.
What's this about?
Faults. Cascade failure. Imminent.
Whatever, I'll let you deal with it.
Computers. That guy.
What do you need the computers for?
That's the only way to access the digital systems within.
Go ahead.
Run me through the stuff here so I can wrap my head around what's going on.
What do you need to know?
The dice or?
No, 11 on the dice plus 19.
30.
So 30.
Oh. Well, then it is access. That you botched your
The
roll.
difference that just two numbers makes.
What are these machines and how much do they draw? I need all that information. What are they running through? What's running through them? Sorry.
Power. Well, each machine draws its own separate amount of power depending on what it is.
Cool. Have you got the schematics for this place?
Oh, just a moment. Oh, but he's using my terminal.
Schematics.
It's all in there.
Just going through, looking for more weaknesses.
It's 333.
32.
3.
Damage we can do it process.
Isn't that logic? The ninth.
Well, I mean, if you if you timed certain carts transporting stuff going up so that they failed in the sense where they came down very, very quickly, then it could cause problems down here when that cart full of materials hit the bottom.
Damaged machinery, delay production.
Getting the emergency evacuation thing again for this region, because I don't know if they're linked.
It's a one universal.
One universal. Okay, then they're not doing that. But okay. Do you want me to write the program for that now? Okay.
Yeah, it's a one universal thing. It's just you can choose how whether to isolate it or make it the whole underground system, or whether it's only the mine that part.
32. I've written the program, and I'm just going to hide that away for activation.
So what is this program?
It's designed to do that thing you said.
Make all things fall down in some way.
Not now. Later.
Well, you wouldn't be able to make them. You'd be able to make them stop, but you would need some kind of physical.
That's where the explosives come in.
Yeah, you'd actually need to place an explosive or something to actually.
What if the mineral it's carrying is explosive?
Yeah, well, that's
You
what
just
you
toss
need.
a match
You
in.
need something to trigger it, basically, physically.
Let's say the sharp sparks were suddenly grinding to halt set of carriages.
No, because it's covered. It's not open top.
Oh, okay.
Well, we'd be coming down to plant charges anyway.
Like I
so-
said, it's one of those things that helps us later without having to do a bunch of work then. I actually want to, while I'm in here, have a look around the systems to see, like... I realise this is mineral processing, but it seems to me this is also a place where you could, like, slip in some stuff that looks like it belongs here and, like, have it and processed, or, like, you know, say illegal assimilables, perhaps, or looking for anything like messages or any documents that might indicate.
What
Such
the-
wrongdoing.
That's something that isn't just exactly what this legitimately looks like.
There's nothing logged. Although,
Of course not. But like, I'm looking like this load. It's an empty load. There's nothing in this. But we just put it through to test the thing. Like that happening more than a few times.
You don't see anything like that.
Slaves?
Outside of the first initial tests.
It's your mission, pal.
Not sure what else you
I don't know much about mining stuff. I don't know what to ask. It all looks normal.
don't necessarily have knowledge of mining, Commander, but could I make some sort of roll to think of like ways that we might have hit moving things?
Wait, you've got chemistry, right?
Yeah.
When you were looking over the manifest of what they're mining up here, did you make any kind of check as to, like, these things can be used for destructive, illicit, or nasty purposes? You didn't, did you? You piece of shit.
I checked if any of them were
You
volatile.
made a check earlier about what, materials.
Volatile, yes, but there's other ways chemicals can be used for things.
Wait, one of the things that they were stating that this thing might do was it might uncover ruins or something like that. There's got to be some kind of safety or something that shuts this whole thing fucking down to stop it mining up something. And so some kind of detection grid that'll just like, hey, ruins, no, don't eat that.
There's a general emergency shutdown.
Yeah, I have an access for that, though. No, I don't. I have an evacuation.
We have an evacuation.
Yeah, I want that too. Put it on Omni right there. The circle bit.
Fit it in the hole.
I don't know. I'm out of ideas.
Might be about time to go back up and fix the problem.
Well, before, especially if you're panicking, everyone else is panicking, someone might find it soon because.
Why did we do this again? Oh, we wanted to see what
Yeah,
was
we
down
wanted to
here,
see
and
what
it
was
turns
down
out
here.
nothing.
So you need to get back and fix that thing before someone else finds it, fixes it, and realises someone sabotaged it.
It was you!
I mean, we could probably fix most
It was the Turian, it must have been.
Shit. I can fix my enhancements to it from here by just undoing it. So I do. Now we just got to fix the rest of the problem back in main power.
Yeah. Well, back in the breaker room, so I guess we're getting back up.
Was there any other levels to this place we haven't been?
The only other thing is there is like a small when it hits the surface before it gets to when it hits the actual ground surface. There's a place you can stop it and get off there to actually go out onto the surface.
I don't think we're going to do that, dude.
And then there's because they just need to get out every so often. They need to sometimes sort stuff out for maintenance with the wheels or something like that. So,
and I guess that would be where they break connection if they were to move the city. I think that's.
And then the next, and the only other place is, of course, once you get back up to the main place itself.
Well, I think we learned what was happening down there.
Yeah, nothing. I guess we'll return to our OBLs.
Go back to the surface, go back up to the main, to Triton 3 itself.
Yeah.
And I suppose you guys rush back to the electrical?
Back to main power and the breaker rooms, yeah. Wave goodbye to our lovely driver, our sick car.
Still has a secretary in it, I guess. And so you arrive at the bosses all like you since you come in. Did you sort it out? No, of course you didn't. Everything's still going crazy.
I think I figured out what it is. I just need a little time to get it hashed out up here. Just give me a minute.
Okay.
Have any of the higher ups called, given you any problems?
No, not at all.
You probably haven't even noticed it's happening.
That's probably.
Hurry up, Corey, and fix the damn problem.
Fix the damn problems.
So you and Gaz.
I mean, you undo all the damage you did. There's still the problem with
The lights and the water purification, but
yeah.
But that's a you problem.
And we have mining back. Woo!
So what was the problem?
There were electronics to come up with what could have been a problem for that, because I have no idea what could have caused such an issue. 31.
You're an electrician, maybe you can have
feedback through the electrical system and the computer system, so just a perpetual issue. That was overlooked when it was first programmed.
There we go.
Yeah. There was a feedback problem. It's a good thing I had the tech too, because it was computer related as well. Must have overlooked it initially. It's all sorted out now, though it doesn't seem to have fixed the lights problem and water purification, so that must be something else.
So the whole time this wasn't even linked to that?
No.
Well, I suppose I'll check off this secondary issue, but there you go. There's your orders for the water purification problem reinstated until you sort that out.
Of course, I'll get back on, Chief.
Good.
I'll go off to hunt down the problem in water purification.
Meanwhile, I'm dropping the secretary back at the
At her office.
Hey, I guess this is where this guy was actually supposed to go.
No, that'll be the other offices. This is just front desk. Alright.
Where did you put... I'll drop your stuff back in your room, but where did you put it?
It's still right here in the back.
Solo's box will be there as well.
Just put them all in our room.
If it's not there when you get back, you know what happened.
I'll go out and go into the office.
Oh, you're back. That took a long time.
They're idiots. I took the gear. I put the gear in the car, and they drove away. Beep beep.
They took you with them.
With me in it.
Tradespeople, am I right?
Just. Oh. But please don't do that to me again.
I'll try not to. I'll try and relegate you just to doing things for the executives. We don't want you to do a day's hard work.
Yeah, we'd hate for the team to assemble and go down to mining so that nothing can happen again. But where the fuck were you even there? Jesus.
I was harassing them so you guys could get what you wanted.
Harassing nothing. You were just being like, look at them.
And
That's not harassment. No, everyone loves that.
they're harassing me.
No, you were
Sexual
encouraging
harassment.
them. You were encouraging them. That's for it's not harassment. You just called them a sorry.
I'll take over the desk again if you'd like me.
Yes, of course. Thank you. I'll have a word with their supervisors.
I wouldn't want them to get into
Workers.
trouble, but
That's okay. It was just the whole mining operations power. We just, just whatever.
if I say anything, I don't understand it.
Of course you don't. You're an Asari.
And then Loghain is...
Look, I'm finishing my job. The legitimate, actual job I was sent here for.
Oh.
Now that I've done all my nefarious things.
Yes. Yeah, you see everything going back to normal after this guy.
Undoes the thing.
Then figure out the thing he's looking for is actually computer side.
Ain't my job yet.
Yeah, you finish up your job.
Go back for another one, I guess. Turn in my report.
Fuel storage is where you're sent.
Great.
It is.
Fuel storage, what the fuck's it going to be? It's a bunch of fuel in storage. You slap an explosive on it, there, done. Problem solved. Yeah, I'll just go there, do the thing. I don't think I need to do anything special here.
No, pretty much just check the systems.
So I'll be following the lines back out of water purification for the lighting. Try and trace the problem back if it's not in the room itself. It's electronics. Natural 20. But
Okay.
functionally a 39.
Yeah, there's while there is a leak interfering with the electricity, it's actually happening under the floor as opposed to, but then the lines run up to the roof, so that's why it is. So it's technically not an electrical problem from a certain point of view. It's a plumbing problem that's actually causing this.
Well,
Could nip it in the bud real quick.
it's quite likely because what you do is when you teach a electrician how electricity works, you show them by using water and pipes and construction. Well, I imagine that they do the opposite for plumbers. They'll have electrical wires. Someone's just got the two things mixed up.
Well, I'll call the four lady over. I've got your problem. You've got some leaking under the floor, interfering with your power wires there.
Okay, I'll contact the plumbers then.
if the leak's nothing too bad, I could patch it up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We would have to cut the lights for a wee bit. Don't want to get a zap.
Just a moment. I think there's. Yes. She goes over to. Goes over to. Goes over to. Goes over to.